corridor is clear.
Scan detected.
Make way for oncoming traffic. Restrict your speed.
So those thinking of your own cars. I modified twisters on this.
You are clear of the station. Safe travels, Commander.
Yeah, man.
Frameshift drive charging.
Eight jumps. 3.
4, 3, 2, 1. Fuel scooping.
The courtship of Aisling Duval. A media broadcast has
Fuel scooping complete.
identified a number of potential romantic suitors for Princess Aisling Duval. Entertainment journalist Solomon Helios discussed the matter in a
Frameshift drive charging.
special edition of his program. There's been a lot of discussion about Aisling Duval lately, with some viewing her as reaching a certain maturity in the political arena. But never mind that. What we want to know is,
4, 3, 2, 1.
who is the galaxy's most eligible princess dating? Let's face it, there must be no end of gentlemen focusing their sights on her. She's a Duval, the daughter of the late Emperor, and a woman of enormous charm, intelligence and culture. Plus, she's a stunner. 3 years ago it looked like Admiral Denton Patrias might be the one tying the knot. But we can assume that Aisling Duval spurned his advances, perhaps concluding, like many of us, that Patrias was more interested in the imperial throne than anything else. So, who might be wooing the people's princess now? The first possibility is Senator Caspian Leopold, who has attended many meetings with Aisling and speaks warmly of her in interviews.
Frameshift drive charging.
Of course, the senator is almost twice her age, but he is undoubtedly a gifted orator, not to mention enormously wealthy and influential. And sometimes experience wins out. On the
4, 3, 2, 1.
The end of the scale is a young man called Yaldri Du, who has been spotted visiting Aisling at the palace. This passionate firebrand runs an organization called Universal Liberty, and has made a name for himself campaigning against imperial slavery. So naturally, any relationship would give Aisling's own charity an enormous PR boost. Tori Du is a salt-of-the-earth type who has worked hard to build a life for himself. His background could not be more different from Aisling's, with both his parents having died in servitude. A romance seems unlikely, but I wouldn't rule it out. Potential suitor number 3, Federal Ambassador Jordan Rochester, has been stationed on Aisling's home planet Emerald, where the two of them took a private tour around the Prism's Shades art installation. The tall and handsome ambassador cut a striking figure beside the princess, as the empathic art pulsed with light around them. A political gesture designed to soothe relations with the Federation, or something more personal? One thing's for sure, Princess Duval walks her own path, and has no problem with upsetting the established order. So when it comes to her love life, all bets are off. Restoring order in TNC? Authorities in the TNC system have reported a sharp increase in the number of criminals operating in the area. Reports indicate that the agitators are attacking pilots traveling in the system, disrupting trade and generally causing discord. To counter this threat, the autocracy of TNC has placed a kill order on all ships on its wanted list, and has promised to reward pilots who deliver bounty vouchers to Janibekov port. The campaign begins on 24th of May 3304 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Colonia campaign concludes. The campaign to supply a scientific project in Colonia has now concluded. Hundreds of independent pilots made the journey to deliver micro-resources to the Colonia Cooperative in the core system. Professor Alexei de la Vega, in charge of the research project, made this statement. These vital materials will allow us to establish a framework for how the region can expand. Thank you to everyone who has helped to chart a roadmap for Colonia's future. Pilots who contributed to the project can now collect their awards from Foster Terminal in the core system. Los Chupacabras campaign. Los Chupacabras, an independent faction based in the LFT-926 system, has announced plans for a musical event, known as the Jailhouse Rock and Blues Music Festival. A spokesperson for the group issued the following statement. Our hope is that this will be the greatest music festival this side of Sagittarius A. To quote Plato, music is a moral law. It gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and charm and gaiety to life and to everything.
Bentley.
In support of the event, Los Chupacabras have placed an open order for quantities of beer, tobacco, coffee and narcotics, and have promised to reward pilots who deliver these commodities to Meredith City, in the LFT-926 system. The campaign begins on the 24th of May 3304 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Salvage and rescue operation ends. The operation to recover survivors and salvage from a convoy that was attacked in the core systems has been brought to a halt. Search and rescue teams from United Karnak for Equality were assisted by scores of independent pilots. Security Chief Tal Wozniak thanked those who participated. Many of the convoy's crew members owe their lives to the commanders who brought them to safety. We have also recovered data from the attack, which will help us track down and wipe out the pirate group responsible, hopefully before they massacre more innocents. Pilots who contributed to the operation can now collect their awards from Bacon City, in the Karnak system. Commodore McAllister appointed to Council of Admirals. Commodore Riri McAllister of the Alliance Defense Force has been appointed to the Council of Admirals, and promoted to the position of Rear Admiral. The Council of Admirals is responsible for military strategy for the entire Alliance, and each of its 6 members commands a contributing navy. A vacancy was created when Fleet Admiral Tully McBuchanan was assassinated by the League of Reparation. McAllister, who hails from the Lathe system, and who is now in charge of its navy, is the youngest person ever to be appointed to the Council. She is also the most junior in rank, having bypassed several other candidates from the ADF Admiralty, which has caused some controversy. Admiral George Varma defended the appointment. Despite her relative youth, McAllister is one of our most decorated combat veterans, and a master strategist. This makes her an excellent choice to help defend the Alliance. The newly promoted Rear Admiral McAllister made a characteristically brief statement. I'm grateful to the Council for this honor. As well as my naval duties, I will be aiding efforts against the terrorist group responsible for my predecessor's death. Federal citizens assassinated.
Okay, so no extraction sites here. Over here. Do you have any? Oh, I didn't buy weapons. Hey, stay out of there, Bentley. How's it for? Weird. That's nice. Okay, so I have those.
Cargo scoop deployed.
That I'm running low on.
Cargo scoop retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2,
else out in enemy combat yet, so let's not do the Haz-Res site yet. So we kind of get used to having to actually fly a bit instead of just letting turrets take everything out. No co-pilot anymore either.
Scan detected. Scan detected. Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat. Under attack. Scan detected. Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
That's how I feel. I sincerely doubt he is sightseeing. Bounty hunter. Oh,
Target shields offline.
I didn't even think Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Weapon systems. Oh, I guess he's wanted.
Under attack. Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
It's 50.
Target shields offline. Target destroyed. Target shields offline. Under attack.
Hello? Hi. Okay, yeah. Should be able to just, I'll have to go over there. Okay. Well, it's not that. It's not the time. I need to make sure I can find the ownership. I think I left it, I put it in with the glove box and that for it. So, yeah. I mean, I have no problem selling it, but I gotta find the ownership for it, because I gotta be able to send the ownership for it. Or we'll have to go to the DMV and get ownership. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, just make sure he's aware that, like, well, I'm going to go over to the garage there and see if the ownership's in there. I'll do that in a few minutes. And then if I don't have it, we'll just have to... Yeah, I know, but it's going to take time, right? So... Well, he's doing this, he's winterizing the garage tomorrow.
Under attack.
Oh, okay. Well, the MTO won't be open until like 9. 10, okay. Alright. Okay. Talk to you later. Okay. Bye. Okay, gonna have to cut this short. Let's not get killed. Well, I just want to use some bullets.
Target cargo dropped. Target destroyed.
One more. Done a gunshot yet. Yeah, I'm good.
Under attack.
Oh, crap. Hello?
Shields
Hi.
offline.
Okay. Well, we just did. You mentioned that I just got to make sure I still have the ownership ready. Well, because I guess we'll get it tomorrow. So, okay. All right. I'm pretty sure I put the ownership in there so I wouldn't lose it, but I'm not positive. So.
Warning, hull breach attack. Taking internal
Yeah.
damage. Scan detected.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm heading over there momentarily to go see if it's there. Okay. All right. Talk later. Okay. Bye. All right. Gotta go.